Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome to another video on the Elite Capital channel. I'm CEO Aman, the founder of Elite Capital, and today I want to break down my two trades that I called last night, summing up 100 pips. So my first trade I called on GBP US dollar. So let's go on to GBP USD. GBP USD, I called a 1 to 5 risk to reward for 50 pips. So let's start off the daily right now. Okay, so the daily, basically, I had seen this support being respected over here. 1.360 flat is a very, very important level, also a psychological level on GBP USD. And I had seen that this area, every time market came here, it would do a reversal. So I anticipated that basically we would come in. This over here was a point of interest for me. This is a daily money cube, as I like to call it. And basically, I'll zoom in on the lower frames. I'll explain it a little bit further. But starting off the daily, I had seen the 65 moving average holding. Look how price basically would wick it, and then it would fall back down, wick it, and fall back down. It would always close beneath it. So basically, after coming here and price was starting to trend back up, I had seen that, okay, so we could get a reversal at least back into the 8 SMA. So looking at GU overall, this area on the left over here, lots of wicks over here. So we know that the market is coming into this area a lot of the times. So now let's zoom in to the 4-hour. So when we go to the 4-hour, we get a more cleaner picture over here. So as you can see, basically we did go past the money cube, but we did not pass this low. We did not take this low out. This low was very significant because if we passed this low, then basically it would be straight sells. Then we'd probably wait for a break and retest short. But Asian session started kicking in and buyer's pressure started hitting. And basically the 4-hour, we started trading above the 8 SMA. And on the next candle, I did take the entry. So let's go on the 1-hour and I'll further explain it down. All right. So in the 1-hour, we started trading above the 8 SMA. Clear pictures. Basically, I had seen that we had a massive wick a couple hours ago. And I knew that basically liquidity was left, but it would be very nice for us to keep continuing to the upside. So I looked at this candle. So I knew that price was coming to at least this level right here. So let me draw this out to you guys right here. Boom. And basically that's where my final take profit level was. I had known that we're going to take for buys. And then the 8 SMA and the 65 also crossed over right there. Now let's look at the 30-minute. Right when I entered at the 30 and the 65 crossover. So when these moving averages, they cross over, is very, very important because now I know that we are officially trading in a bullish market because we are above the 65 moving average. And also I had seen that this was a big buy to sell candle, but I knew that it would be invalidated because price was gaining momentum to the upside. And yeah, I took this trade off of basically the 30-minute. If you want to look at the 15-minute perspective, 15-minute perspective is very nice. After the crossover, I came back, we filled this area right here. We kind of did a break and retest of this resistance right here, turning it into support, and we flew. So if you guys want to see this signal in my Discord, I'll show you right now. So as you can see, buy GBP USD, 1.364 was the entry, 363 was the stop loss, and held it for TP5. Boom, we got 5 TPs on this. Final TP was hit. Obviously, price did go way more than my final TP, and that's okay because I'm not trying to be greedy, and I know that market gives 50, 60 pips before a retracement. So I really advise my students to completely get out at TP5. Obviously, if it was a swingers entry, then yeah, you could have held. I mean, right now we're in London on the next day, and obviously price is retracing right now, as you can see. But basically what I want to show you guys about GU now is, so price is basically reacting off of this level. Kind of had a fake out for longs, and now we're coming back down. We didn't fly enough to break the 65, so kind of iffy on this now for the time being. But next week is going to be a new week, and we would have to see on Sunday how the market opens up. All right, so let's switch to the next trade that I gave out, GBPJPY. GBPJPY. Okay, so this one was very, very, very clean. So let me start off the daily on this one. All right, so GJ on the daily, boom, 65 moving average is respected. We're trading beneath it. We just wick it, but we close beneath it. So constant lower lows, lower highs were being formed. This is based on the candle closures. And I had seen that, okay, so we're in a bear trend. We dropped this much on Monday. So I did anticipate a midweek reversal, but obviously we didn't have a midweek reversal. So I knew that price was going to come back up to make another leg. Whether it's a lower high or, going to be a break of structure, I knew that we were going to go bullish just from this perspective. Also, 1.4900, very, very major level on GJ. As you can see, is very highly held support. Also, there was a money cube over here that's been tapped multiple times. And let's get to it on the 4-hour now. All right, so 4-hour, basically, as you can see, boom, we had massive, massive wicks, rejections of this area right here. There was a POI in here, I believe, in the 1-hour time frame. Right here, 50% of this candle. So it did respect that area. Basically, price started turning around. And on the 1-hour, you could see we started trading above the 8 SMA. I had seen that, okay, so the past couple of days, we are making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Constantly, we are pushing up, but we have lots of wicks and consolidation. Like it was a deadly market, basically. Like we would have just consolidation, like failing to get like 10 pips on a trade, but then we would just drop out of nowhere because there was a lot of fundamentals going on, which I'm going to explain at the end of this video. Basically, we came in, we filled this money cube area right here, 149,930, and then we dropped back down. So after that, this area being filled, now I was like, okay, so we are underneath the 8 and the 65. So now these next few candles is going to decide whether we take longs or shorts on this pair. So basically, the next few candles, they came in and we ended up taking longs because the 8 and the 65, they respected the area, and boom, we started trending back up. I had seen that this area was is going to wick fill, but most likely, since we are so bullish and we have crossed over, basically we're going to keep flying. So let's go on the 30-minute. All right, 30-minute, I took an entry right here. This was a pre-London entry because I know that when the market starts trending in pre-London, it will continue in London for 75% of the time it does. So basically, I took this entry. We are holding above the 30-minute 8 SMA. We took this entry like minimal drawdown. Like I remember I saw like 3-ish pips or so of drawdown. Because let me tell you something, like my trades have heavy precision. And that's what kind of differs me between other learn and earn groups. So taking this with a 10 pip stop loss, 720, I had known that, okay, so we're going to break these highs, and boom, we basically broke those highs in the London session for 50 pips right here. We broke through the resistance right here, broke through these highs. And yeah, obviously GJ continued flying straight inside of this area. Currently, GJ is dropping because it came into the 4-hour money cube / order block. And now we're coming back to retest. So if you guys want to see this signal on my Discord, I'll show you guys that as well. All right. So GBPJPY, I took a buy at 149,820, like you can see on my chart, with the stop loss at 149,720. TP1 was 149,920, and then TP5 was 150.32. Boom, TP5 was smashed, and both trades, they combined to be 100 pips for the night. So what I'm seeing here now is, let me do a little bit of education right now. So a lot of the times when price will come into this money cube slash order block area, it will react very, very sharply. And in this case right here, price had trended so much that it needs a retracement. So, the market can't just keep going for weeks and weeks in one direction. It has to have a retracement. So what we're seeing right now is a retracement, and we could get potential fib long entries probably in the next session. Would be New York session. Currently, I'm filming this in London. And yeah, you could ride those. But it's the end of the week, it's Friday, and obviously, me personally, that's against my trading plan, and I wouldn't take those entries. But I want to show you guys something very, very crazy that happened though. Like this goes to show the fundamentals this week were just insane. So this is the 1 minute time frame chart on GJ, and I was actually awake. I had just closed my position on this trade, and look at this 40 pip drop in 2 minutes. Like, boom, there was an Evergrande or Evergrande, whatever you guys can call it, announcement about Chinese debt. And basically, boom, markets had shaked like crazy at 6 a.m. And it was just a pullback and a liquidity grab. Basically, it was a Fibonacci 71 level long. And also, it was actually like a break and retest of this resistance. And boom, you could have taken that as longs as well. So us falling beneath the 65 right now, it kind of gives us interesting picture, but I would wait till next week to take entries on this pair. Couple announcements. Those of you guys who are looking to get funded, please use the funding program that I'm recommending over here, Nations Trading, 80-20 profit split, biweekly payouts, and you can swing. One of the best funding programs out there, and you could get funded up to $1 million. And also, since I'm a scalper, some of you guys be asking me what broker I'm using. I'm using FX Live Capital with the Pro account, which literally gives me very, very tight spreads. Like, I'm gonna take a look at the spreads right now. This shit's insane. All right, so I just logged into my live account, and currently the spread on GJ is literally 0.3 pips. Like, this is insane, and we're currently in London session on a Friday. So yeah, guys, that's about it to sum this video up. Basically, if you guys want to join my Learn and Earn, it's still on promotion for $120. You can DM me promo on my Instagram, and you can get with it. Those of you who want the link to Nations Trading and FX Live Capital, I will plug it into my bio. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.